Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, let's go!
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. Set, hut, stand, touchdown. Stay with your man. You go quicker. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Perkins. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They run with Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. On first and 10, Perkins. That's complete to Robinson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Running with Howard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. Second and 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 8 together. Come off the ball. Showing it.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Out of the gun, this is Howard.
It's run, baby, it's run.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perkins finding Gabriel complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
45 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Thomas, the intended target. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Perkins. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After the loss here, 2nd and 12 from the 18. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
They're going to look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Right there. 56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Perkins. He's going to fire one deep over the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety bell.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Looking to throw. Perkins. Gonna let one. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Perkins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw. Perkins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. That is caught by Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Switch, switch.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson. As the first half is winding down, then the Bears get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
6 guys. Check stuff off.
Hey, check.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set hut. 70 ending. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah.
Throwing on first down. Perkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Pretty quiet. 45.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Check 99. Check 99. Kill. Alert flare.
On first down, Perkins. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back to throw. Perkins.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll get 3 down of the 34-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Now Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Perkins. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sex all day, baby.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 21-0 our score after 1.
Set, ready. Mike the flag. Right stone. Drive on. Shoot up.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You got it.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
45's the mark.
I want that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Second and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Slam.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. Check.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Back to throw. Perkins. And Robinson with a big catch. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Shot. 45 the mic. I'm coming. Take off.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Working long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And a rout is on here in this first half. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
We go work.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On first, they go right back to Howard. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, it's Howard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on...
They give to Howard. 9 yards to pick up there.